There's something just weirdly calm about rain. Yeah, I don't know. Hard to put it to words, I guess. Anyway, hey there guys, gals, fans, and pals. This is the part I can put to words. My name is JohnMegacycle, and I'm your host for another season of Factorio. I like to find myself as, like, not a crazy complex Factorio player. We're playing with freight forwarding, and it's a light overhaul mod, I think it sells itself as, and I agree. We're going to be pushing over towards a major rail base. So right now I've just been working a little bootstrap base right here, trying to get to red-green research, which we've accomplished. We're just getting some baubles cranked out. Real simple, really simple hand feed system kind of stuff. So yeah, let's go ahead and kick off that intro. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, oh, we got rail being kicked out. 500 rail. Yep, I'll need all of that. Thank you. At least rail. Rail. And I'm saying it like R-A-Y-L-E. Rail. Rail. Rail? Hold on. Rail. Rail? Yes, there it is. Rail. What the hell was I talking about? I'm building up rail so that way something. Ah, yes, from the something nebula. Was that from the Futurama or whatever, when Fry first learns about Zap Brannigan? The Zap Brannigan? Who the hell is Zap Brannigan? It's that bit. I heard you conquered the somethings from the something nebula. Oh yes, that. My most glorious of conquests. Anyway, we're gonna need a bunch of that crap, and then I need rail signals so I can actually build signaling. What are you missing? Steel? Das Stielen. There you go. Yeah, we've already burnt through most of our steel, so all that little bit of a sugar cache I was building up, gone. Just totes fine. We have better smelting, circuit network, energy distribution, and that's going to be probably enough for me to get started, like I said. Now, let's talk about our network. How, right? How? Oh, there's so many effing trees. You know what? Hold on. I am curious. You know what? I know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this completely on camera. This is something I don't care about. Editor. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to cheat away the trees. My logic is, what I should have done is I should have absolutely removed the trees when we started the game. However, I have beaten this game enough. This is just going to take grenades and a crap ton of annoying amounts of time. That's all I'm saving here. To be clear, in a competition style, I don't cheat. I play fair. This is me on a single-player world. I'm not on a server. I'm playing literally by myself. This is something I'm willing to just do for me. Otherwise, this is another, I don't know, 20 minutes of me just clearing trees and crap. Cool. I have to do this in editor mode. Boop. Cool. So everything's on camera. You're seeing me do stuff and why I'm doing the stuff. But there's a reason. It's because... hold on. Let me go see how many hours I have into this damn game anyway. Factorio. 3,327.2 hours as of this moment. Holy crap. Amazing. Now, I don't mind building the rail networks myself. I don't mind doing that. All that myself, I don't mind. It's just the trees are just ridiculous for no reason. And just get that out of here. So let's talk about how we want to divvy this up, right? So imagine we have workable grids. Let's make this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's 20 spaces in between. That might be enough. Ideally, this is going to be right-hand drive. So we'll build them like they're little pods or something. So based on the curvature, we're doing small trains, right? Let's take a look and see how that pans out. I would like 1 train per thing. Easy. I could probably do 2 per thing without blocking. That could work. That could work. So that's probably wide enough. Now the real question is, how do we make it tall enough? So what I would like, ideally, is each pod, or cell, or whatever we want to call them, to be independent of each other and all that. So input, output, and then we build the network. I don't want to do double up, meaning I don't want to also have another thing come in like this, and then also like this. Like I don't really want that. I want it to be one direction. It's going to save a lot of complexity later on. So right now we're just spitballing. I'm not really too sure how I want this to play. But for this train length, that seems pretty good. Hold on, do we get bigger trains? Like if we get full bore trains, I might want to build this up a little thicker, wider, stronger, blah, blah, blah. I'm not seeing... This is called railway. Braking force, water transport, automated water transport, automobilism, fluid wagon, the wagon, advanced railway. Okay, advanced railway means a regular locomotive, size of 5. That's not a huge improvement. Fluid wagon holds 25k. How much does a regular wagon take? 10k. That's not terrible. That's not great, but that's not terrible. So this is not long enough for what I want. I like one... Nope. Crap, what is it? R? There we go. I like 1 loco, 3 cargo. Because of compression, we might have to do a 1-2. Like 1 loco, 2 cargo. End of the world? No. Smaller trains might actually be pretty dope. I'm not super worried about that. So ultimately what I want to do is I want to get everything here so it can be safely unloaded. So let's take green circuits again. I have iron coming in, I have copper coming in. And then I have circuits going out. So the circuits going out are going to be something like this. And this is going to be 1 node. So we're just going to slam bang on that. And this is going to be like this. Boom, 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 boom. And that's our template. So we want to make sure we've got plenty of room to do enough manufacturing to justify this. Now, what is the most complex item I can think of? Let's see here. Electric furnaces are fairly complex. Where is that? I will need to automate that for purple science, I think. Purple science? Purple science. It is so early in the morning. It is very early. We got pelted by hail again. And it is loud as hell when that happens. The technology is called Advanced Material Processing, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is lead plate, steel plate, advanced circuit, stone brick. All of those things are going to be done somewhere else, brought here to produce the furnace, and then kicked out. So I need 4 in, 1 out. So realistically... Nope. Let's design this for 5? What's another really advanced thing that I'm not going to handcraft, but will take? Well, I will need for science. White science. The satellite needs 6 things. 2, 4, 6. I'm not gonna auto-magic most of this crap. Cobalt, I'm not gonna auto-magic that. How much does this? This is 3 items. Okay. So again, what I want are different slots, different stations for different items, so that way I can put better logic to it. We've done a bunch of this already in the open TTD stuff, so this probably might not be new if you've seen any of my stuff before when it comes to trains, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe we'll both learn something along the way, yeah? That's 3 items. That's 3 items. Actually, the real answer to this question is, how many recipes do you allow? 5 or 6? I think you allow a bunch of crap, because the rule is what? Assembly machine 1. I thought it said how many recipes it would allow. Or how many components it would allow. Ingredients, there you go. That's what I meant to say. Because the level 1 assemblers can't handle higher recipes. So, let's see. I'm just kind of dinging through, see if there's anything else that's significantly more complex that needs 5 or 6 materials to make. That's 3 materials. I think we can get by with 4 materials, and ultimately, if I need more, I could demolish. Oh, what's a good example? You know what? Ultimately, oh man, my mind is just a buzz because there's a lot of ways to do this. Factorio is a very capable game, meaning there's a lot of ways I could handle everything. I'm gonna wait for circuits, and then we'll really figure out how we want to handle this. Ultimately, what's going to occur is one of 2 things. I either have a separate station for everything, and then I disable the station based on need, and then a train is just watching all of the stations, and then arrives whenever it bloody needs to. That's one option. The other option is I have a singular station, just one, and we do circuit networks and logic that says, drop off this item if there is a letter on... Hiccups, excuse me. If there's a letter on the network. That limits our options a little bit. But I want the circuit network before we delve too much into that. You can have that. Yeah, we'll at least be able to finish rail signals and circuit network. Easy. Easy, baby. Take all that. You can have all that. Engines. I'm good on engines for now. Oh, actually, I'm not good on engines. I need way more of this. And with that, immediately went all my inserters, which is fine. When I say we're going to containerize everything, we're literally going to do as much everything as we possibly can. I'll take that. Cool, thanks. We have another 500. Not quite, because we're out of steel. Yep. Yep, yeah, I knew that was just going to machine gun through everything we had. The brain process? What do you call that? Thinking? There you go. The thinking process I'm working through right now is a lot of the same feelings when you first get into, like, open TTD. And, or any transportation game, and you start to learn, hey, I could actually use way, way more trains per station, or trains per whatever, and you could actually get in your brains a lot more throughput without adding a ton more track with just a little bit of logic. A little logic. Now this is massive. This is far too big for green, maybe. For green circuits. So another thing I had was, do we build networks? Do we build smaller networks to accommodate smaller processes? Like I said, green circuits, what that really means is 2 products come in, 1 product comes out. I don't know if I need 50,000 machines. Will I need them eventually? Yes, I will. I'm very sure that I will. As it stands, I think this is a good start. I think this is a really good start. All I'm going to do... How did this work? Hold on. Well, now that I have 2 of them down, I can do this. And then what we do is some jiggery pokery to link them. And then we just keep going. So in here is going to be, the very first ones are going to be smelting, right? So iron, copper, brick, lead. I think that's probably our good start. And then we'll just keep doing everything. Now, the byproduct of lead could potentially be copper ore, so... Meh? I don't know if that's something I really want to fart around with, if not just pipe it into the other thing. Yeah, containering byproduct like that, I don't know if that's going to be any fun whatsoever. I'll still think about it. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be our iron ore processing. For the raw stuff, I want to have multiple sources. Oh, we also need to talk about parking. Yeah. Little parking, baby. And this is going to look like this. And this is probably going to be too simplistic. But I'm pretty happy with simple. The reality of the situation is we can always rebuild once we have bots. That's going to simplify the process significantly. Also, while we're here, I'm really relying on the density of the freight. Instead of me actually worrying too much about cargo capacity, that shouldn't really be an issue considering how much crap everything will carry really dense. So, a normal train route... If a stack is 2,000... Hold on. If a stack is 200... I'm not quite carrying, actually, as much as a full train of electronics, but because I only need to be in a station for a very short amount of time. I think that's the logic I'm going for. Yeah. And we'll make this really, really tight, and this is going to be our parking. Parking does not have to be huge. Let's see how huge this is going to be. 1, 2, 3, a little more. Just a little more. Perfect. And I'm going to take this. Now, there's a way to reverse this. Somebody popped up on my YouTube and was like, you can just rotate that. No, not like that. Ah. Oh, it's so good. I gotta find their name now. I gotta thank them. Hold on. Is there an easy way to do that? Is there an easy way to see recent stuff? Crap. Well, you know who you are. I'm so sorry. YouTube is a pain in the rump to get literally anything done. Okay, so now... Oh, actually, this is incorrect. That's correct. Don't do that. Thanks. Cool. So that's kind of the plan. Parking, and we'll do another parking up here or something. We'll just separate two parkings. Since trains can drop off and load up really, really quickly, the idea I have is they should be spending as little time at a station as possible. We normally have to add tons and tons and tons of inserters to accomplish that task, right? We got a lot of volume. We want to pull as much off of the line as possible and then get this sucker on the road. That's kind of the idea. Here, I'm going to be spending no time at all at each station, so that's going to work out pretty nice. And we got our beedly boops. I'm going to take all that, thanks. Cool. These things are very quick to handcraft. I don't care about it. It's fine. You can have some of that. You can have the rest of that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. Are we out of science? We're out of green science. Whoops. Okay. I'm out of copper. Cool. Get that going on. Yeah, at this stage I've got 2 or 3 more researches to finish, then that's it. Any biters? Cool. I am delighters because there are no biters. Yep, that's words. Terrible, terrible words, but that was it. Okay, we've got another handful of signals to build. So, before I really concrete this design, let's see how this is going to work. Nope, too much. Too little. Just right. 1, 2, 3. All that can scram. How do I unload stuff? Perfect. How do I unload stuff from here easily? Yeah, because this is going to be... This is the real issue. So let's see here. Unload. Underneath, underneath, underneath. Oh, actually. This is going to be incorrect for train size. There we go. That's more akin to what I'm looking for. So, slow inserters are going to be just fine. I don't need fast inserters for the unload. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Wait, what? Trying to figure out how much of this I can interact with. Let's see here. Oh, 4. Okay, amazing. I need literally 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that, yeah? And then this all underneath, pop out, underneath, pop out, underneath. You get the idea, right? Yeah, let's do that. So here we go, and then we have these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. We'll figure it out on the way, but I think that works out pretty good. I think that works out pretty well. So then we'll build like a faux bus. A faux... that sounds really weird. Like a fake bus right here. So that's one option. And then what we'll do is with the circuit network is we can say, hey, at that stop, is that stop enabled or disabled? It's enabled. That means we're less than 100,000 iron plates or whatever. So we'll just have a train sitting in parking and be like, hey, I'm looking at like 9 stations if they need iron, but they're all disabled. That means they have enough iron. And then we'll just have that conversation and be like, oh, well, I need more stuff. And then it'll just enable and disable as necessary, right? Something like, oh, come on. Rails, you were on point, mate. No, the other way. Thank you. No, the other way. Okay. Let's see here. Come through. This will also need to do that. Yep. That looks terrible, but I kind of like it. Okay. And we use chain signals to get us into a block. Go out, come in, come in. This is not quite correct. This needs to come out one more thingamadoo. Right there. 1-2 spacing. Cool, cool. Yeah, everything should be very one-way. I'm out already? Oh, snaps. Yoink. And by yoink, I mean yoink, and yoink, yoink. I keep forgetting you can't quite click on inventories and interact with them like I would like. So, yeah, I want one way all the time. So this... Oh my goodness. Did somebody throw out... What is going on back there? Somebody threw a dumpster inside of another dumpster. I'm sorry if that all picked up. That was loud as hell. At 5:54 in the morning. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Anyway, this is why we think things through and test and prototype. I don't want any roundabouts. I would like everything to be one way if possible. That would be pretty dope. That's going to reduce a lot of congestion, I feel. But this is the first time I've built a one-way setup like this. What I usually do is I usually build multiple. This is invalid. I always build like a two-way path to make sure my trains always have a way to get in and out of stuff, but that's not really necessary here. That and that. That's still gonna freak out for a second, that's fine. That comes up. This, I need to go down. This is actually gonna look really cool, I think. Flip the dip. Blueprint with rail chains cannot be... Okay, that's fine. I didn't mean to shout. It was just so freaking loud for no freaking reason. I like to break this up a little bit more, like that. That looks a little bit better, I think. Is anyone flashing? No one should be flashing right now. I think we've gotten everything taken into consideration. That goes out, that comes in, that goes out. Cool. So one way. Train can just go through, train can go up and park and around and out, or train can come down and to the right. Train from the left can go straight through, up and around. And that was it, I think. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay. I think we're square. I think we're good. I got my green wire. The way I usually do the wiring is if I need to do anything specific, I break it down into two things. Green starts with the letter G, as in Greg or whatever. I think of G as global. So green wire is going to link everything globally. So absolutely everything should be wired on green. If there's any local decision making that has to be made, I'll fill it up with red. Red wire, red being short for regional, is how I see that. So red for regional. Or like local stuff. If there's anything local I gotta fart around with. There's that. And yep, that should almost wrap that up. What am I missing? We got tons of circuits. Gears, more gears are being made. I need boatloads more inserters, so I'll take all that. Thank you kindly. Okay, let's do some experimentation now that I've got my circuit network stuff researched. That's where this is going to really fall in. So we have our stations, right? Here's how this would work. Is I would set up some reds like this. There's our stuff, and I'd connect a bunch of red stuff to this station. So boop, 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 and then whatever down there. What I would say to the station is, let's call this iron drop-off. Just really, really simple, just so we can demonstrate the point. Here I would say I want you to enable, and I want you to enable when iron, let's say iron plates, are less than 1,000, okay? Now, it's not hooked up to anything, so yes, absolutely iron plates are less than 1,000. Oh wait, where's the thing? There we go, iron drop-off, that's better. So, the station is active. Again, I'm going to have this one train listening to like 8 or 9 iron drop-off stations. So what we're going to do is, just for sake of logic, let's do something like this. Let's say 10. That'll be easier. I'm going to put 10 in here. Going to go out. Now the station is red because we are now no longer legal in our requirement. We now have well more than 10 plates. So what does this mean? Well, like I'm trying to paint the picture for you, is what'll happen is a train sees that we're under 10 plates, will come drop off the iron. So boop. Oh no, we're low on iron. Hey, the station's active. I'm gonna go drop off some stuff. It drops off some stuff. As it unloads, oop, we got tons of plates, and now there's that. So for the train orders, I'll literally have iron drop off, empty cargo, and like no logic, because the station has all the logic, right? Deep breath. That's one way to handle it. Another way to handle it is we could use something called a decider combinator. And this is fun. This isn't super duper complex, but it can be. I'm gonna put this here. Let's do it somewhere farther away. How about there? Oh, actually, do I have any copper wire? I can't believe I need just copper wire. Yep, can I have some of that? We're gonna use copper wire to break this signal. Actually, that's unnecessary. It's unnecessary because I'm going to use green instead. So there's that. And here is this. Now, one thing I can do, so that I'm not messing up a bunch of signals, is... Are you not powered? Oh, right, none of this is powered. What I could do is I could say here, I can put the logic here, and I could say, if iron is less than 10... I want you to output something. Give me some signal that I could read somewhere else on the network. Let's say the letter Z, right? And I want you to output just the value of 1. This isn't powered, but it'll do the same thing. With the green, I'll just run green everywhere. The benefit of doing it this way is I know exactly, I can pin a train to exactly listen for this signal, the letter Z, effectively, and then do whatever logic I want after that. That's another option too. That makes it a little more complicated, but it will be necessary if we use a single stop for multiple product. Enabling and disabling a station works fine if it is a single item per station. So, I don't know if that all made sense. I think it makes sense. Yeah, let's go with it making sense. The other thing is, let's see, what was the other thing? Using the combinator, we can do several layers of signals. So here's another example. We could do the same rigmarole. And we could do is we could have multiple trains set up this way. Again, if we just disable the station, it makes it a little more complicated. What we could do is, if we're under 100, send X or Y or something. There you go. So what we can do is we could send one train to keep us above 100. And if we get under 10, we could send more and more trains by sending different signals. There's a lot more logic we can add to that, but that's like the really high level, basic, simple vibe to it. That's kind of the deal. So what we're going to work on first and foremost, is going to be what am I thinking of? Is ore packaging and ore smelting. So I'm going to clean all this out. Let's agree on the size of everything that we want. Let's be sure this is the dimensions we're looking for. I think this is more than enough room for me to get any singular process complete. So we're just gonna remove all this. And we'll add this to our blueprint. Cool. I need a new book. Okay, thanks. Blueprint book sounds very good to me. Oh, let's do some signaling and stuff. Yeah. Let's do all that. Let's see here. This comes in. Chain signal going in, regular signal going out. And is that the right level that is at? It is not. Now it is. Cool. Just a little more symmetrical. We'll add more signals as we go, but for right now... really basic stuff. You can get a lot of complexity without a ton of, like, code or brains or whatever. This is a very dumb, simple system. There's not a lot of flair to what I'm doing right now. But this is going to work very neatly for what I want to accomplish. I'm not super bent out of shape if that's not 100% linear or even or whatever. There we go. That feels about right. It's literally just what feels right. That's the theme for this season. Just, does it look good? Does it feel good? Like, is it meeting desirable expectations? Then perfect. Oh, actually, this is also incorrect. This is going to be this thing. Train stop must be next to rails. It was before you friggin' auto-saved on me. Okay. The oddest. Nice. Cool spelling. I forgot about my coffee. Oh, crap. 4 a.m. coffee. 5 a.m. 6. Whatever time it is. I woke up and I don't want to go to work. Okay, so this is about what I'm expecting. One input, one output. For the case of ores, this is exactly what this is going to be. So, what I need is unload. Actually, I want to get this blueprint figured out first. Cool. Okay, there's all the signals. Done and done. Excellent. So, how this? I don't like it being uneven. There's pretty much nothing I can do about that. This is, how big is this? This is a 4x4? Aw, boo. Boo as heck. Boo as heck. Okay, that's fine. We'll make this look at least a little decent. I would like lights. Wouldn't it be nice? I haven't decided how I want to do power yet, so I'm not going to get super hung up on how power looks. I just need to get some over here, though. There's an option where I don't die to trains. I forgot what that's called. But that is something we should probably turn on. Wow, that Big Brother really does some work. I was like, I should probably be throwing down radar. Nope. No need, my dude. I'll take that. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Okay. I'm happy with this being the setup for what we've got going on. So I want to rotate you. Beautiful. You're going to go like this, though. Do we bother ourselves with buffer? You are loading plates. You are unloading ore. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this. I wish I knew how many processes you could handle. Because ultimately, I think what I might want is a buffer? A dummy buffer? Like this? Because I want to make sure we have a ton of iron ready to go at all times. The thing I want to make sure we don't do, though, is have so much overflow that trains are backing up or whatever, but having stuff ready to go there, I think, makes a lot of sense. Yep, that's how I want to set that up. That's how I want to set that up. Okay. I think I'm getting it. Now, for containers, we're just going to hand crank some containers, I think, just to get the game going. Oh, I guess I'm deconstructing these things. We're just going to hand crank a bunch of containers just to get the ball rolling. You stack 10 to a stack, which is not really like an issue, it's just weird. I like the 2 fuel spots on these things. That's kind of nice. It's weird that the stack size is reduced, and then you're given two slots for stuff, but whatever, it's fine. I'm almost out of rail. Where's the steel? There it is. That's just gonna have to percolate for a bit. How much more science? 120. How much is in here? We're gonna be close. Not quite, but we're gonna be close. I should have probably automated inserters now that I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. Oh, we have this. It is... Oh, itchy arm. Itchy. Okay, all better. It is steel and stone. Okay. Well, there's our stone. I don't have nearly enough steel. Automating steel is going to be the big deal. The big deal steel. The stealin' big dealin'. I want a really dumb, simple loading station when it comes to loading the materials onto trains. I want to remove as much repetitive work as I possibly can. So that's why I didn't build a mega bus to get the game started. I knew it's something I didn't want and was just going to delete anyway. I thought I had a bunch of regular ass smelters. I guess not. There we go. Now making a bunch of regular ass stone furnaces. Because steel is a luxury at the moment, I'm just going to be using these just so I can lay down how much smelting, just to lay down the foundation for it. I mean, it's stone. Big deal. There we go. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Also, we're going to have the medium poles, which is going to be nice. That won't quite finish it, I don't think. Oh, another thing I need to deliver is coal. So here's again this example, right? If I want this one station to do stuff, I can't enable it or disable it because what's going to happen is multiple trains that look at the station aren't going to know what to look for unless they're also given a circuit network. So actually this changes a few things. I will need another one for coal. So this changes. One, two. Curved rails in the way. Brother, you're not going to believe this shit, but yeah. It is. And it is going to be. Okay, let's build this out first. Can't put the rail's in the way. Yeah, I got the memo. I got the moves. Okay, that does cut the right block. You look lost. Fine. I don't want that. I don't want that. How does that look? That looks pretty good. And then this will be coal drop off. Let's work on our naming convention right now before I get completely lost about it, right? So the way I did it was the product I'm trying to make, iron plate. The item I'm bringing to facilitate that, the action. So noun, noun, verb, something like that. So I want to make iron plates. I'm delivering coal, or I have coal, I'm delivering it. This way, if I have to reload it somewhere else, it'll be iron plate, iron ore load, whatever. So here's going to be iron plate, iron ore, unload. Noun, noun, verb. Works out pretty good to me. For this, I'm going to do a little jiggery pokery. This is not going to be as linear as all that, which is fortunate, but that's okay. Does that work? Does that feel good? I don't know if that feels good. Oh, that looks good. We did it like that then. Thank you, Rain. Appreciate it, I guess. So let's get our unloaders built. This is also still going to be fairly theoretical because I'm not entirely sure how all this interacts with other stuff. But we'll find out, right? So we'll build our faux bus here. Our faux show bus. How fast do I want to unload product? Do we do something crazy like this? Let's move this back a little bit more, I think. How about like that? And then this is going to look something like this. Right? Something like that? Does it have to be perfect? Absolutely thoroughly not, because it's absolutely thoroughly not going to be. 1, 2. Uh-huh. That looks really dumb, but hey, it's our first draft. We're allowed to be a little weird, right? I think so. Okay, so 1 is for coal, 1 is for iron. Now how the hell do I get the products back there? Crap, I thought I was gonna have enough room. And I don't. Oh, boo. Alright. Oh, you know what? You know what? I don't see why I wouldn't do this. Oh, let's do long boys on that too, yeah? Cool. Yeah, cool. Okay, theoretically, 1 line for copper, not copper, whoops, 1 line for iron, 1 line for coal. And then it's kind of just business as usual. Load this sucker up real good. Same deal. Same deal looking deal. Yeah, I think. This doesn't have to be super fancy. I'm not trying to load balance this thing to death, but just load up the crap as quickly as we can with the tools we've got. That works. That looks pretty good. I like that. Let's add a little bit of luminescence. It's weird that it fluctuates between I'm not plugged in and you don't have enough power. That's kind of weird. Okay, you are a coal unloader. Coal? Coal. Okay. I gotta really lean in. You're an iron ore unloader. Yep. What about the container? We could just do filter inserters or something to pull the container off. Do I have filter inserters? I do. That's an option. The other thing is I don't know how this is going to be unloaded. Does it unload left to right, right to left? How does that exactly work? I'm not sure. But I think we're getting somewhere. I think what I need to do is see this in action. Did I not set you? I didn't. You are load... Yeah, thanks. I think I need to see this in action in order to really get a good idea. If it unloads the ore first, then a filter inserter just to grab the container is easy cake. If it unloads the container first, then I have no guarantee a filter inserter is going to grab it fast enough. Then it's probably going to be a lot more important that I have the filter inserter or a balancer somewhere else in the system to grab all that. Yeah, something like that. Load that up. Let's load up all our machines and then let's call this an episode. I would like to reload up all of my... this. Yep. Do I need more circuits? I don't. I don't need more belts. The beginning part is not the hardest. The beginning part's fairly simple. The part that becomes tough or difficult or whatever is going to be when I inevitably realize I've done something incorrect. And then I've got to gut the entire flippin' system to make it fly. That's where this is going to be an issue. So I have not taken something into consideration here, and that's going to be an issue. And then the second that I realize how much of an issue it is, I'm going to have to redo everything. So that's why we're just throwing down a lot of these blueprints just for sake of conversation, really. Let's grab, like, that. There we go. Ghost can't place ghost in the way. Well, this conversation has become very strange. Oh, I love the way that looks. Do I need this much parking? I really don't. What I could do is I could use this top parking as grunt storage or something. What would be a good example of that? Maybe oil. Maybe something I've got to transport from a very, very, very far way away. And then it just sits here in this transient storage until I need it. And then we pipe it around as needed, you know? Something like that? Something like that? Why am I doing this? There we go. Holy craps. Perfection. Perfection. Okay. So this episode, we kind of really, I think we figured out what format I wanted. I think this is more than enough room. And once we get one of these, yeah, iron, stone, copper, lead. Maybe I'll keep copper and lead next to each other. Because once the lead makes plates, there is a chance we could get copper ore out of it somehow. I don't understand that, but whatever, it's fine. This game is mostly for funsies and not really to wrap around the minutia of everything. That's kind of what, you know, making something real and then turning it into video game logic. You're going to lose some steps along the way, for sure. Get that going on. Let's get our energy distribution research complete, and then, yeah, we'll wrap this up. There we go, just like that. Cool. In terms of tech, there's not a ton of real tech I require at this point. So we're basically going to wrap up research, and we're not going to do a lot of research until we have it in its own cell, I think. I'm trying to think. Liquid and fluid handling, eventually, we'll get there. I don't need concrete. I don't need flammables or batteries. Most of this stuff is going to require a different science pack anyway, so that's going to take some effort. But yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you all for joining me. My name is JohnMegacycle. Another episode of Freight Forwarding with Factorio is in the books, and I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.